So this week I got offered to be on a podcast about leadership and I had to decline it. One of the questions they sent me beforehand was to talk about a leader who's had a big impact on my life. And the more I reflected on it, the more I realized is I truly don't have one. I couldn't think of a single example of a time that I had a strong leader that had an impact on my life. And honestly, I didn't have examples of a lot of things growing up. I didn't have healthy relationships modeled for me, didn't have communication or support modeled for me, healthy habits. There was a lot of things I had to figure out on my own. And at first I was a little sad about that, but then I spent some time praying and reflecting on it and realized that I used a lot of that as fuel to build the life that I have now, and I want to continue to do so. I use this as a time to focus on how can I become that person for someone else. I want to be that strong leader for the people in my life, for my team, my clients, my friends, my future family. And I think so many of us spend our lives wishing that we had different examples growing up. We wish that our parents communicate differently or had healthier relationships. Or we wish someone had taught us how to manage stress and take care of our bodies and love people well. But at some point, it becomes our responsibility. Just because it wasn't modeled for you doesn't mean that it has to stop with you. And the same thing applies to your health. I work with so many people that tell me it's like, yeah, I never grew up eating healthy. Exercise was never a priority in my family, or no one taught me these habits. And that's okay. Yeah, it sucks having to undo years and years and decades of this, but you get to be the person that changes that. You get to break that generational cycle in your family. You get to become the example that your kids watch, to become the parent, the spouse, the friend, the leader that maybe you never had yourself. I think that's one of the most beautiful parts about healing. It doesn't just change your life, but it changes the people who come after you. You have an opportunity to break a cycle that may have existed for generations. And to me, that's what leadership really is. It's having the courage to become the example that you wish you had.